Midnight Mastermind.
Says Brian. Tuesday did all right. Yesterday, not so much. These were the topics I've been tested on this week.
The history of tourism for the British.
The subject is space security.
Yeah, I mean, tricky but fascinating. Highbrow being brought to overnights by Giuliano. And I walked away with a massive, amazing 0 out of 3. So fingers crossed I can do a bit better this morning. Let's see who's asking the questions. And I'll do that by saying, good morning, what is your name?
My name is Jimmy.
Jimmy, where are you in the world?
I'm in Portsmouth.
Lovely. Is there anything you've only ever done once, maybe, in your life?
Yes, been to Chicago.
Ah, did you, because I've only been to Chicago once as well, did you try the deep dish pizza, the pizza pan pizza?
I did, and it's incredible.
It's weird, it is eating like a pie, isn't it?
It's bizarre, but it's so good. It's probably the one thing I miss the most, actually. Yeah.
Did you eat it? Because I was jet lagged and I'd had a couple of beers and a slice of pizza, and they had to wake me up because I fell asleep at the table.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, I wasn't that bad.
It was a carb coma. What are we doing, Jimmy? What's the subject?
The subject is the Chicago Bulls.
Ah, okay. Great subject. A big subject. Stay there for me. We'll play one song. Tremendously short song, I have to say. And then 3 questions on the Bulls. Oh, could have done with more time. The Monkeys, and I shall shut down my Wikipedia browser on the Chicago Bulls, because that's what we're doing the subject on. It's Jimmy in Portsmouth asking me the question. Why are we doing this, Jimmy? Why this subject?
I actually run a social media account, UK Chicago Bulls.
Oh, did you ask me questions a while ago?
I did, just over 4 years ago, on Michael Jordan, because of The Last Dance on Netflix.
Oh, my word, what a player he was. I actually remember that. Do you remember how I don't remember how I did. Did I do all right?
You did very well, because we did very easy questions, and it wasn't until afterwards I realised, actually, you used to really like basketball. So, I made them a little bit trickier today.
Okay. Well, I did really like basketball, and I still really like basketball. I didn't watch a lot of it. I played way more, because I used to play for the Leicester Riders Cadets team, and I haven't played in years now.
I remember you telling me,
but the Bulls, for me, was such a great team. And yes, of course, I like Michael Jordan. Everyone liked Michael Jordan. But for me, it was Dennis Rodman, who was my favourite player, because I think you always needed a Dennis Rodman so Michael Jordan could be Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I'm with you. I absolutely love Dennis Rodman, so you're going to hear no complaints from me on that one.
Well, excited to do this. Remind us the name of the podcast?
Well, the podcast is called No Ball. It's actually been off air for just probably nearly a year. I've had a bit of a quiet year on the socials, but it will be coming back. I've basically announced a comeback on the socials today, actually, funnily enough.
Good time.
I've had a bit of a crazy year with life, so life got in the way. But yeah, we're going to get back into it, hopefully, this season, and get it a bit more consistent. So yeah.
Well, look forward to it coming back. I shall definitely listen. Now, though, you've got to ask me questions, so I shall set the mood.
Midnight Mastermind.
Do you know, though, I think this is the wrong music to use for this, because we're talking about the Bulls, so let's use this. This is the music we need for this, which, Jimmy, if you want to tell people what this music means.
This is the theme song for the Chicago Bulls, the song that they come out to, the song that gets you all hyped up. That's perfect.
Good timing.
That's my ringtone as well.
do you ever make the mistake of having songs like this as your alarm clock? Because I've got, it's not this, because this would get me up probably running around the room and headbutting things. But yeah, anyway, Jimmy, Radio 2's all yours. Let's do 3 questions. Take it away, buddy.
Okay, so the Chicago Bulls have 4 jersey numbers retired, as in ex-players. People are not allowed to use their jersey numbers anymore. Other than Michael Jordan, can you name me one of the other 3?
I can name 2 for you, because I did actually write them down when I was on the Wikipedia. So 33 was Pippen, they retired his jersey.
Yep.
Number 10 was Bob Love.
Correct.
And then the other jersey number was number 4, but I can't remember the name. It was like a real full-on American name, and it was quite an old one.
Jerry Sloan, and that was the very first number to be retired. Okay. But yeah, well done. Very good.
So good start. The music's got me going. Let's go question 2.
Fantastic start. The Chicago Bulls won 6 championships in 8 years during the 90s. Can you tell me the years they won the first and last championship?
Okay, so the last one was won in 1998.
Correct.
Which means the first one Has to have been 90. This is process of elimination. It has to be 1990.
Wrong.
No! What year was it? 91?
91.
I'm glad my process of elimination works so perfectly there.
So I guess the math tricked you with that one because it was over 8 years, but that would be 9 years if it was 1990 and then 98. So a little bit of trickery there.
Insert fruity word.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, OJ.
I'm disappointed in myself. Let's go final question.
Okay, so who took the winning shot in Game 6 of the championship against the Phoenix Suns to win the 1993 championship?
So I think you're trying to bait me here. I think you're trying to bait me into saying Michael Jordan. So I'm going to say it wasn't Michael Jordan. I'm going to say it was not Scottie Pippen either. I'm going to say it was Tony Kukoc, which I'm sure I just said his name wrong, by the way. Tony Kukoc.
Tony Kukoc, yeah. It wasn't, I'm afraid. It was John Paxson.
Remind me who he was?
John Paxson. So he was a good three-point shooter back in the day, and he ended up being the GM not so long back. He was a general manager. Well,
I've done very well there. I've taken a shot from the three-throw line, and I've managed to get straight off the ring and into the crowd. It's a 1 out of 3. But Jimmy, mate, great questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Mate, great to have you on, and good luck when you bring the podcast back.
Thanks, OJ.
Cheers.
Thank you, mate.
There you go.
That a lot. Take care.
The podcast is called No Bulls. It's a UK fan podcast for the Chicago Bulls. If like me, and I remember going to a store. Was it Roller Snakes in Leicester? And I'd saved up like all of my pocket money for about a year, and I bought a reversible Bulls jacket, and I was so excited about it, and then I lost it like the idiot that I am.